Hey, it's Britton Lord. Welcome back to Rome Total War as the Gauls. If you remember last time, Belenus was slain in glorious combat against the Romans, and today hopefully we can avenge that because, you know, Belenus was my best friend. He's the only friend I ever had. No, not really. And we also started fighting back against the British, trying to push into their land. But we were cut off rudely by a glitch. And, yeah, okay. So, this is the loaded quick save. And, from our last time we were looking at this victory marker right before the end of the turn. Where Belenus did win that heroic victory. And that is a tribute to his honor, as well as the other historic battle marker. He got 2 markers on the map. That's more than we ever had in the other campaign, so... they're sieging one of our towns, we're sieging one of theirs, and hopefully we can win in both situations. We don't have enough money to build another swordsman, and yeah. Again, sorry about the desync in the audio, guys. It's only a second or 2 off, but it's I know it's a little annoying to listen to, and I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know why it does it. I don't know why the first episode was so good, and then I don't know. Hopefully it'll fix itself over time. Anyway, the Julii are shuffling around, pretending like they have something to threaten us with, when really they don't at all. General. And we're going to move a Porterix down here. After we check these, Egypt's the most advanced faction. That's usually how it goes. A couple new buildings. We're doing okay on money. We don't really have much. For the number of regions we have, we really don't have enough money. But, I mean, for the start of the game, we have enough. First order of business is to build some swordsmen here, because we definitely need some more troops in the north. We're kind of low with split armies, and we can build stuff in our small 2 towns here in the mainland. That'll be very beneficial for us, and we can build some roads here in Narbo. So let's do that, and that's all our money for the turn. And it looks like the army ran away, so let's move up here. And ho! They got some forces. They got Calpornis here. He's got 4 guys. Let's see if we can take on the ship. And... wow. Wow. Okay, you beat them when they had more men, and now you lose to them? Especially when they're carrying troops? Are you kidding me? Ugh, whatever. Yeah, and he gained a +2 morale. I don't know if that actually affects anything, because you don't actually fight it on the battle map, so... whatever. We're gonna go down and have them retrained, and hopefully we can build a port up here in the north soon. I think Conde Redundum would be a good place to build a port when we have enough money. Now let's go check out. We're gonna send them down here, make them move backward, and we're gonna engage because there's our 2 legionnaires, and we don't want those legionnaires accompanying any army that they have. So taking them out now will be very beneficial. And you'll get to see some very good swarm tactics here. Oh, there's really nothing I have to say about this battle. So, how's it going today, guys? Today is Saturday, and it's looking pretty nice out today. A little bit of cloudy, but decently warm. Spring day, mid-April. And everything's going well. Got a pretty lazy weekend. Got most of my work done this week. So I don't really have to do much this weekend, so that's awesome. And yeah, they really don't have any chance whatsoever. I don't even know why. I don't even know why I'm showing this battle. I guess I'm just wanted to talk some more, and I was too lazy to cut it out. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna put it on double speed. We forgot a cavalry unit. Whatever. We're gonna move our cavalry over here. They're hiding one of their histati, but it's probably close to where their general is, I would imagine. The computer's usually not devious enough. There, see, it's right there. And they're close, so move our general there, and we'll just have all our infantry use a war cry right now. And play it. And listen to that sound. It's drowning. The sound is drowning. It's so loud. I love it. And we're going to charge in on this first unit. The other unit seems to be distracted by our cav, so we'll let them do that. Charging in. The Romans decided to charge in and not throw their pillow. That was probably the dumbest mistake ever. And this unit's just derping around. Their general's dead. Awesome. Well, they lost like 4 guys there. And we're going to charge the secondary unit. And it should break pretty quickly because the general just died and they're outnumbered and they're going to die. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They didn't even kill one of my guys with that unit. Oh well. And we're just going to engage on all fronts. Just crush them. Crush, crush, crush. Crush, crush, crush. Destroy, destroy. Destroy him!
Victory!
Victory! And I got 4 casualties and we healed one of them, so they only did 3 damage to our about 1,000 men. So, that went pretty well, I must say. And we should be able to siege on this turn. No, I don't want you to ambush, I want you to siege. And we'll build a couple of rams, again, just in case I want to siege assault. They do have they do have 2 generals. I mean, it'll be very costly siege assault, and we can't afford very costly. Oh, especially since they have quite a bit of force over here in Arminium. That's going to be our next logical target, and then we're going to leave Segesta over here for last. Because there's really nothing going on there, we don't need it. And the Senate, I can't tell if they've retrained. They trained another unit of Principe, so they're starting to be able to train. That means they're starting to get positive money. Hopefully they won't come up and attack us. Again, I think the 1-turn movement allowance rule is still in effect, so I think I'm out of range. So I should be fine. And if they don't attack on the first turn, then they're not going to, basically. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see, they're just going to move up there. That's as far as they're going to move in 1 turn. And then they'll probably just sit there until we attack another city. And that's a big British army. We could fight them. We could probably win, but there's a chance that we won't. I think the wisest strategy would be to try to retreat and combine our 2 forces here. And then we can attack Alpornis. We'll fight another day. Exactly my thought. And it looks like they didn't land those troops yet, which is good. Hopefully they won't. And the rebels are taking a little bit of time. And yeah, they moved them up there. No big deal. Lugdunum expanded, so we can add that to the queue. We're the strongest faction again, which means we have the most military. Awesome. Conde Lugdunum, let's build a port, because again, we need some more naval power against the British. It'd be nice to be able to totally subjugate their navy before attempting to take Londinium. Because mainland Britain only has 3 settlements, and there's a 4th one in Ireland. And I don't know if they've taken Ireland or not. They seem to have gone pretty gung-ho against me, so probably not. And they combine their forces, and I'm going to combine mine, so we have 2... We're going to have an epic battle there. If that army comes in and joins them, it's going to be bad news bears, but hopefully they don't. Hopefully the computer's as stupid as usual. And construction report. Well, all is good. Well, I mean, we're pretty poor, but it's good enough. Things are looking good in Numantia and Narbo. All around looking pretty good in our kingdom. Now, the Spanish haven't attacked in a while, and that's kind of concerning. Maybe they're fighting Carthage. I'm not sure. Hopefully we won't have to deal with them anymore. Yeah, I want to take out the British, or at least severely destroy them before it... Did my spy just sneezed? Huh, I don't think I've ever seen that. Anyway, I want to take out the British and then send Vindex down and those guys down to attack the Spanish. And we're going to have an excellent war with the Spanish. And then once we take out Iberia and Britannia, then all we have to do is an eastern front. All we have is an eastern front. We don't have a western front anymore. So that'll be good. And Calpornis did decide to attack us with his army. We have more units, but they have more men. So this should be interesting. Let's engage. Oh, plus we have like a 4 times better commander, so bleh, bleh, bleh. I think we got this. Honestly, the only way they're going to win is if they can somehow get their chariots to hit our generals and kill them. That's the only way we're going to lose. Other than that, I think we're pretty good.
To join our forefathers, but it is a better day to live, so that we can tell our grandchildren of our bravery. By nighttime, our sword arms will ache from overuse.
That's a nice little speech by Vindex. Not really two-liner. They're usually like 5 or 6 liners at least. I don't know. Just bad luck, I guess, with the speeches. Hold on while I scratch my ear real quick. There we go. Sweet relief of the scratching variety. And we're gonna put cavalry on the wings. They do have a much larger infantry force, but we should hopefully be able to curl around and attack them with our cavalry. They only have 1 unit of chariots, so... Oh, listen to that war cry action. Mob war cry. And again, we do have our barbarian elite, and they lost theirs early. We were able to destroy theirs early, and we still have ours at a pretty good health. So, that's one big advantage we still have over the British. One big advantage we're going to have to use. And just kind of waiting for them. Now what I want to do is attack the flanks with my cavalry and route some units on the edge. Like the Wold Warriors here, they're very susceptible to cavalry because they have low defense and they're not spear armed. So very easy to take down. And even a unit warband will fall to 3 units of cavalry such as this. So that's going to be my plan. And we're going to send out the cavalry. Glad to see the cavalry can make it. Make them run so they get there faster. That's usually what happens when you make stuff run. And you're going to move them up here. The World Raiders are peeling off to attack, which just engage them right away. Hopefully one of our generals doesn't eat it. Good. We're able to take down the unit instantly with a couple casualties. Going to pause it, see what's going on over here. Let's engage this unit of warband. They should rout pretty quickly. We're losing some horses, but that's because they're spearmen. We're able to take that out, and they're charging our main battle line. We can activate War Cry, and we can call of command so that our guys won't rout. And these guys are getting pursued by the general. We need to peel them out, or they're going to get dominated. And our infantry should hold pretty well. We have similar infantry, but we were able to get a war cry off, and their war cry was a little bit misplaced. Plus, we can stack on this side with our infantry, our swordsmen, and our... Actually, we're going to have our swordsmen go over there. And our cavalry can go right into the main battle line. We need to pull these guys back, and hopefully they'll be able to get out of there. It looks like, okay, we're going to have to... It looks like we're going to have to sacrifice our barbarian cavalry, but our generals are able to make it away. So it's a fair trade. And they're starting to rout quite a bit. Pull our generals out while our cavalry's distracting them. Hopefully they're taking a couple casualties. And they still have that big wad of war bands, but we should be able to charge and take them out. Keep our generals out of the fray, and hopefully we can surround their general with our infantry while it's there. And we do have cavalry in the mix, so we're going to take some casualties, but it's going to be worth it. Let's have our skirmishers fire, because skirmishers are super effective against the chariots, and if they do land some hits, they're pretty much instant kills. And it looks like their infantry corps just totally routed, so let's engage their chariots. I should probably pull out my cavalry, but it's a little too late, and we can probably take them out. Although we are taking a lot of casualties in our cav. Yeah, that's probably a bad play on my part. I probably should have just pulled it out. And hopefully we can kill him. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh well. That's not him. Alright, cavalry, pull out. We definitely don't need you to chase and kill yourselves, because you're probably not going to catch up anyway. You can have our infantry reform, because it looks like most of their infantry is reforming. So we're going to have a second infantry battle, but they're going to have a lot less morale, because their general routed, so that's good. And we'll send our general over here. And, okay, it looks like their general's still hanging around for some reason. Oh, lag. Maybe we can take him out. Come on, come on. Aw. Oh well. Oh well, he'll live to fight another day, but we should be able to take him out when we have to fight him again. He'll probably retreat back to the city. And looks like they're forming up for their second attack. Their second command captain, I don't know who that would be, is taking over and is leading the men now. We got our cavalry on our wing. They don't have anything to fight our cavalry with, so this is going to be quite easy. And they no longer really have the infantry advantage. Slight advantage in numbers, but we definitely have an advantage in skill. And they're going to advance slowly, and we're going to triple speed it because they're advancing slowly. And now it's a good time to use Warcry. They're charging in, so Warcry now. We're going to ignore the peasants because they're going to rout on their own, probably. Going to engage there. Going to engage there. Engage there. Engage there. And engage there. And we should. Oh, yeah, we're taking out the units really easily. No chance, no chance. Send our cavalry in to charge. Oh, they charged one of our generals with the cavalry. That's cute. But not very effective because we had infantry right there and we had a whole squad of cavalry. So they had nothing on us. Now, as you can see, the Gauls very early on are very melee oriented with infantry and cavalry. But later on, the Gauls get access to, in my opinion, the best archers in the game, Forester Warbands. They have the highest missile attack, and they're armed with spears, so they can fight against cavalry, and they have good melee attack. And as soon as we get those, things are going to be very unbalanced. And we're going to continue and run down a couple more guys. They were able to escape with a full unit that routed and decided to come back. And we earned victory there. 1,000 kills to about 200 losses. I would say that's worth it. And I mean, if you can keep defeating the British like this, we're gonna have a very easy time taking them out. But the thing is, with the Romans, we're not gonna get numbers like that. So we need success up in the north because we can't afford to pour all our money into the north. And oh crap, pirates, close victory, but our ship sank. What? Our ship sank even though we won. I hate navies. I hate ships. I hate ships. That's just all I'm gonna say. And Vindex did gain another command star, so that's awesome. Good for him. And okay, they did land those troops. We'll siege the settlement. We'll see what happens. They might decide to attack with those combined forces, and we should be able to handle him, in my opinion. So that's what we're going to do. Train some more swordsmen in Alesia, and we'll send some of those out as reinforcements before we go over to Britannia itself. And hopefully we can take that settlement, and that'll be our first other nation settlement taken in this LP. Yeah, it took it until episode 5, but I mean, we haven't lost any of our settlements. Well, we did, but we took it back. Anyway, yeah, then we'll be up to 10 settlements, and we'll be looking pretty good. We'll train some more swordsmen down in Italy, because we'll probably want some quick reinforcements. And just in case they attack, I don't think the AI programming allows them to. Looks like they trained some Samnites, but they do have the plague in Rome, so that's going to cause them to come even less because they're going to constantly receive damage to their soldiers due to the plague. And Vindex is looking pretty good. We could probably merge his cavalry, but I don't really feel like it. They're not going to have stables here because it's only a town. And there's Calpornis and Belenus. Belenus is their prince, so that'll be a nice conquering motion. And yeah, things are looking pretty good, so we're going to save it. Move up here and end the turn. And yeah, okay, they're just gonna move around the borders. They're not really gonna try to attack or anything. So that's fine by me. And the British are gonna try to break the siege again. This time with only a captain. And here we're going to fight the cavalry of the British. And I'll show you. They look okay in the battle map. So even though there are blank unit cards here, they don't look like that on the battle map. They look like cavalry. And we do have the God's gift of stronger morale, thanks to Vindex, because he is an awesome commander. Belenus and Vindex would have been the two awesome commanders on our two fronts, but unfortunately Belenus died. But you know.
This is a fine day to join our forefathers. Await my orders.
I love how he starts with that, like, oh, if we're gonna die, I mean, it's a good day. It's like, we're not gonna die, are we, Vindex? I don't know. Anyway, simple lineup here. Kind of similar to last time. Actually, we're gonna bunch all our cavalry in one place because we lost about half of our standard cavalry last time. So, and as you can see, these are Celtic cavalry under British command. And that's kind of what I would think they'd be doing, because they do have a region in Gaul, so they would be able to have nice Gallic mercenary men that they'd be able to train. And here's some of their swordsmen. We fought one unit of their swordsmen before, I believe. So this is just another unit of swordsmen. And that was when Vindex attacked Alesia, I believe. So, and they're war crying. The sound of the war cry. And then they're done. I love how they shut up immediately after they're done war crying. That's pretty funny. They're just like, yeah, 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 yeah! Yeah. It's like, yeah, you're pumped for battle. I don't know, it's weird. And they have less infantry, they have equal cavalry, but we have general cavalry, so it's better. And again, I don't like to use my actual general as cavalry unless I have to. Unless I'm low on cavalry. Again, in that battle with the Romans in the last episode, I shouldn't have used Belenus like I did. We didn't need to charge them that way, and I'm gonna keep going back to that because that was a dumb move. And we're gonna engage their cavalry because they're on the wing, and we should be able to take them out. But their swordsmen are right there. Oh, they're charging, so we have to charge. And we'll have to fight their swordsmen and their cavalry right there. But luckily, swordsmen are probably less effective than the spear warbands, actually, at fighting cavalry. And they broke because they saw the cavalry fight. So we took out 2 out of their 5 units, 6 units already. So all they have left in their melee is 2 warbands. And we're going to engage their general with our cavalry corps and sound war cry. And we're going to go attack their infantry. Because their infantry doesn't know what to do because their cavalry is being attacked. And he's running. Goats make good eating! Yeah, that's gross. Basically, what the guy's saying is that he wants to eat the enemy general. So that's, thanks for the cannibalism. And we broke the unit on the left there because we have 3 against. And we broke that unit. So we're just going to run them down. Move our infantry back. There's no reason to have them run and get tired, just in case something happens. I don't know. Just have them in position for the next army with 2 generals. Kind of forgot about it for a second. And their cavalry did come back, so we're gonna have to engage them, which we will do. And he routed without even starting to have to see it. We're not going to be able to run down this whole army because their chariots are moving in, so we're going to have to move out to defend them. Moving back here by Vindex to have protection. And we'll rotate our army. If you want to know how to rotate, it's the comma and period key. How you figure this out is that, you know, it's got the arrows above it. See, you don't have to hold shift, but you just hit comma and period, and that'll rotate your army if you have them selected. It's a pretty nice feature that I only found out recently, and it does work pretty well. And we have a lot of cavalry, but they have a lot of chariots, so it's kind of dangerous. But I think we have enough infantry to counter it. We should be okay, in my opinion. Our barbarian elite should be able to hack through their chariots pretty well. And we do have quite a bit of spearmen. And we'll see what goes on here as they're approaching. We can activate War Cry, because their main general's charging in. Have our skirmishers throw javelins. And they're engaging our swordsmen and our barbarian elite. And we should be okay. They're taking some casualties in our swordsmen and barbarian elite. So on the cry command, oh man, they're actually tearing up this unit of swordsmen pretty well. But hopefully we should be breaking them pretty soon. There we go. The javelins definitely helped. And he's dead. Good. That was their prince. We killed the British prince, so that'll give us some serious advantage in this war, as politically. And we've already taken out many of their family members, even though they did kill one of our kings. So I guess they kind of feel like they probably feel like it's even. But I don't know. With the addition of their prince to the grave, and hopefully they can kill their other family member too. And boom. Let's continue. And apparently their other general ran away too. Oh, and he died. He died. So Carapornis is dead. He's not going to be like the Gyrus of this campaign, unfortunately. So we've managed to kill every commander that's opposed us. So that's pretty awesome. Except the one that beat our army, beat Belennis's men back to Gaul, back to northern Italy. And that's going to be the end of this. A clear victory. 500 kills to about 50 losses. Totally worth it to take down 2 British family members like that. They have to be running low, because the British don't start with many family members. You've already defeated 3, I believe. So they have to be running low on family members. And the cruelty of war makes for peace. I don't understand how that makes sense. And we took San Berdiva, so yeah, we finally took a settlement. It took forever. Finally took a settlement belonging to another nation. And this guy, he looks okay, but he's 46, so I'm going to have to look at our family tree here and see how old that person is. And not over here, it doesn't look like. So we're going to move to the right. As you can see, we have lots of sons coming of age soon, so that'll be awesome. And, oh, right there, 19. No, pedophile. That guy's 7, 6, 1. So they'll be coming of age decently soon. And this guy's 1. So our family members are being pretty prosperous, which is cool. So I'm going to say no to this guy. And hope for a... Oh, and Viscussus came of age. Oh, yeah! Look at that! Ooh, 4 command at age 16. He's got 1 influence. So he's already looking like a good commander. Oh, and positive, the one that gives him influence also gives him morale. So that's awesome. We're going to send him out with the units of swordsmen here. And boom, there's some rebels. But it says their ambush failed, which will mean it'll allow us to retreat. Which actually is good, because it gives us more movement, which is kind of funny. And, yeah, we don't really need to send out swordsmen from Mediolanum, because they might get engaged by the barbarians. We don't need that. Or the rebels. We're going to train some more cavalry down here. It's about time for some cavalry. And, Viscussus is going to go join at Porderix, so we're going to have a much better sized army there with 2 commanders. And so I always like having a secondary commander, because in a situation like where we lost Belennis, we didn't have a secondary commander to take over for him. So the battles after that were led by a captain, so I had a much lower chance of winning. And we're going to train another unit of swordsmen here. And I think it's a good time to send out these 2 units of swordsmen to go reinforce San Berdiva. So we'll go do that. And we might even engage this very depleted unit. Very depleted units there. I'll set the tax rate to low so it'll grow. And destroy their temple and build a temple to Epona of our own. Because, you know, we gotta have our own temples. And retrain slightly damaged warband. Always a good idea. And things are looking pretty good around the kingdom, I must say. Still have some extra money to spend, so let's go around and see what we can do. Numantia can probably get a meeting hall. Yeah, we'll get a meeting hall here. We'll start training swordsmen. We'll get a Temple of Epona and then start training swordsmen. And then we can go out and attack the Spanish from there. Hopefully, that'll be a good way to get a jump on the Spanish. Because if they aren't going to attack us, we might as well go attack them. We'll build a unit and Temple to Epona and Narbo Martius, because they're on the border with the Spanish, you know. And a few warbands should be good enough to defend against the Spanish for now. I don't think they have very advanced troops. And the Senate's still chilling on the border, so not much threat from them. And I think that's pretty much all we're going to do for this episode, so thanks for watching this episode of Rome Total War Gaul, and next time, hopefully we can just totally wipe out the Julii, and hopefully totally wipe out the British. Brave Lord signing out. Peace.